Star Princess is only 1 year away from her inaugural sailing, and there are so many questions. We're going to preview what we know and what we want to know in this first edition, tracking her from the shipyard to delivery to her inaugural sailing and beyond. Welcome back to Tidal Horizons. My name's Andrew, and we're a bit of an expert on Princess Cruises, covering everything you need to know in our how-to and explanation videos. Usually the second ship in a new class of ships isn't nearly as interesting as the first one, but we already know of a few changes coming to Star Princess after the very well-received Sun Princess. Let's have a look at where the ship is now, review what we know, including one change that was recently revealed, and then look at what we don't know yet, including how and when is she getting to Alaska for the 2026 Alaska season, and exactly what surprises are in store still. Let's ask questions and see what answers we can find, and make a few speculations and suggestions while we're at it. First, we know that Princess asked or was asked by the Fincantieri shipyard to delay the inaugural sailing of Star Princess until October 4th, 2025. This was based on the lessons learned during the Sun Princess, where multiple cancellations were made only days ahead of the inaugural sailings, a terrible and embarrassing look for both Princess and the builder. Star Princess was launched at the Fincantieri shipyard on Thursday, September 26th during a ceremony attended by senior Princess Cruises and shipyard executives. The ship is the second largest ever built in Italy. While we wait for new imagery to be released by Princess or for Google Earth to catch up, we'll have a look at what Sun Princess looked like about 7 months before launch. It won't be long until Star Princess catches up. Features such as the dome, sea view bar on deck 17 are quite obvious, as are the hot tubs on deck 18 above the pool area, which is covered. At the aft of the ship, the Sanctuary Club is already taking shape, with its pool being covered as well. Beyond that, we're in a period of waiting for Princess to drop some news on us with some tours or updates. Happy to come out and have a look, Princess, just saying. Princess is yet to update the deck plans for Star Princess like they did for Sun Princess, with the new locations noted for the Sanctuary Collection and Crown Grill, plus replacement names for the Horizon Dining Room. I would imagine those will be different from Sun. What remains to be seen is what will go in the form of Crown Grill space where the Butcher's Block is on Sun Princess, or in the old signature dining space where the Catch by Rudy is now located on Sun. I would have to imagine that they are going to rethink at least one of these concepts for Star Princess. I didn't get the sense that either was especially popular. My suggestion would be a Brazilian steakhouse or perhaps a Pacific Northwest theme. What new dining features would you like to see on board? Princess should definitely put a slightly different spin on Sun Princess to differentiate it from Sun Princess where it can, and we'll be there to bring you the latest. Hit subscribe now and give this video a like so you'll be alerted to the latest from us. Leave a comment too and speculate, ask questions with us. Princess has clearly learned a lesson from their Sun Princess experience and set only 2 cruises in Europe before she makes her maiden transatlantic cruise on October 22nd, 2025. It would be easy enough to cancel one or both of those if needed, even the transatlantic, so the finished ship was out of Europe and ready for the winter season on time. I would imagine that the ceremonies in Europe will be more muted and the christening will happen in Fort Lauderdale. After finishing a winter of alternating Eastern and Western Caribbean sailings, Star Princess will reposition sometime after March 28th to Seattle, Washington. The speculation right now is how will she get there? There are 36 days between her last Caribbean cruise wrapping up and her first cruise in Alaska. There isn't enough time for her to sail around South America with a decent itinerary that people would enjoy, so we have to assume she'll transit the Panama Canal. A typical Panama Canal passage from Fort Lauderdale to Los Angeles is 16 days, leaving about 20 days before she would be due in Seattle. One idea that I had was sailing from Los Angeles to Ensenada, Mexico, and then on to Hawaii for a 10-day cruise with several Hawaii stops. Follow that up with a few more Hawaii ports, followed by a cruise to Victoria, British Columbia, and finally Seattle for another 10 days or a combined 20-day repositioning cruise. I said it here first, let's see what happens. The Star Princess will be fantastic in Alaska with all that open space and windows. She'll have a great view of everything. Check out our 2026 Alaska preview video for more information on her itinerary and other options for Princess Cruises in Alaska. So what else do we know right now? It was revealed in a recent webinar for travel agents that a change will be made to the location of the Gelato Bar to make more room for an expanded O'Malley's Irish pub. This is great news because the new O'Malley's was a blast, but needs some layout help. I would anticipate this to happen to Sun Princess too during her first refit. Beyond the Sanctuary Collection changes, which have already been announced for Sun and Star Princess, which we've covered extensively in the video linked above, not much has been said. It's unlikely that Spellbound will be installed onto Star Princess, which leaves a nice available space. What I hope is that they don't just absorb it into the casino, which is plenty large enough already. It would make sense to me to make it into another specialty or experiential dining event. Any thoughts on what they might do? Leave it in the comments now. If it were me making the decisions, I'd probably move O'Malley's Pub into that space and expand Princess Live. I found Princess Live to be a bit on the small side, as was O'Malley's. Perfect spot for a pub, you don't need windows. This is contrary, of course, to what we heard above in that webinar, but who knows? One of the final missing pieces for both the Star and Sun Princess puzzle is to figure out if we will ever see the Park 19 contraptions that were installed on the Sun Princess functional in some way. Princess has only said that they are unable to use the installed apparatus and have refused delivery from the company who provided it. The speculation online is that they were having a difficult time getting the features to work on board a ship that moves when they normally use it on land. It's a bit of an unusual space to fill. I don't see Princess bringing in water slides or more children's programming space. They are certainly looking for something for the whole family. Maybe they'll get it sorted out with the supplier or partner with another one with more experience at sea. Until then, we await more information from Princess on what will be put into that space. I know that many passengers who have been cruising with Princess for a long time weren't pleased to see this type of attraction on the ship in the first place. Personally, I'm not sure if it's necessary either. I routinely cruise with my kids, including 2 who aren't teenagers yet, and I'm not sure this type of attraction would be more than a 15-minute time filler during the course of a cruise. When Princess releases more information, we'll let you know. So, where's the ship's tour, you ask? It's right here in our Sun Princess review, of course. As more news comes out and if changes are revealed, we'll of course update this video. In the meantime, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so you know the latest. Leave a comment too. I always love chatting cruise with my viewers. Thanks for watching.